Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between 30 Carrots and Nose Pickers Anonymous. We do have a couple of map picks and map bans to talk about right quick. 30 Carrots does go ahead and ban out the front and the end of the alphabet, getting rid of Alterac Valley and also Volskaya. Why is garden overlays are the best? We do go and have Sky Temple and Guard of Terror being banned out by Nose Pickers Anonymous. We are going to Infernal Shrines, as you may have just heard. Here we go. I have no idea what that was. Please don't ask. I do not have an answer for you. We are in Infernal Shrines. Infernal Shrines is probably one of the most flexible maps on the maps in the game. Games on the map. I am good at speaking. I didn't get to cast last night because the game didn't actually happen, so I'm just a little bit blah. What is really? It was just the mouse glow causing that. That's wild. But here we are, we're going into game number 1. We do go ahead and have Nose Pickers Anonymous being the first pick and the first ban. They do go and get rid of Blaze. Mason Blaze not in this game, but you know what? Blaze is also not in this game. They have something in common. We do go ahead and have the second ban coming out on the side of 30k. Who are you afraid of? Who do you not want to see picking your nose? That is the question. Do Nose Pickers Anonymous like pick other people's noses, or is it just their own? I kind of see them as like some sort of like Kung Fu Master, just. And with that, you have lost your start. But then, that's the kind of things that I think about. We have Junkrat, the Rubbish Rodent, one of the most annoying heroes in the game. Great poke potential, very hard to pin down, and just the displacement for days. You thought Artanis had displacement? No. Zeratul gone ahead and just banned out. Keep Zeratul away from Cure, or vice versa. Keep Cure away from Zeratul. Cure is terrifying on Zeratul. Basically, the only time I ever see Zeratul used is when Cure used it, and the only time I see Zeratul banned is when Cure's with the other team. We have Hogger. Hogger definitely map specific, but also like character specific. Very strong Hoggers on the side of Nose Pickers Anonymous. But then just in general, you can get the God Bounce on this map, so that's a thing to look for. That's a thing that you can run into very easily. Cheeky's coming out on that Brightwing, locking that in first and foremost. The cheeks are So we're going to have the global healer. Brightwing able to go ahead and soak a side lane and only come in the fight when the fight actually starts. Get a little bit of experience advantage. And then also really helps with blow up. Able to lower armor. Able to go ahead and disable abilities. It's basically like a point and click silence. Like Stukov, you actually have to aim a little bit. But Brightwing is just like, no buttons. Diablo and Tychus being picked up at the same time by 30k. Or 30 Carrots, if I want to use their full name. But, I mean, it's 30k. Look at their names! But we do go and have Tychus and Diablo. Tychus, one of the best bruisers in Diablo. We do go in and immediately get Johanna and Leoric. Leoric able to do a lot of percent damage, able to really punish that Diablo. And then, of course, Johanna with the double blind coming out and being like, every time Tychus' gun glows red, go ahead and just flashlight him. Tychus hates flashlights. He told me. Alright, we're going to band out real quick. Sorry, I had to cap my candle. The Lunara coming out very quickly. And by coming out, I mean being banned out. Not coming out to play because she can't play. Hoppy Deer, Best Deer is more like Sad Deer, Band Deer in this particular match. Looking at the other side, who is our last band going to be? We do not yet have a healer, and you've already taken the Brightwing, so you can use that to like refine down the hero pool. You also can get rid of. No, they do go with the Anduin. They say, you know what? We've got Diablo, who can play a very engagey type. We've got Tychus to burn you down. We don't need Anduin getting you any distance whenever we actually start get the lockdown party going. So we still need a healer, and we need an offlaner and a second DPS on the side of 30k. What will we see coming out? That is the question. And the answer shall be... It's actually supposed to lock in right there. We will. I was hoping we'd see Liam's Yrel. I love Liam's Yrel. It makes me super happy. And then Legacy does come out with the Older Man Decade. Kel'Thuzad is coming out of Felipe, though. Kel'Thuzad, one of the most... Like, here's the thing, because Tychus is not the most ranged of ranged heroes. So Diablo... Tychus is going to this might be great for them against Kel'Thuzad. It might be terrible because they're kind of staggered in terms of distance, so it's going to be hard for them to stay far enough away to completely stop the chains. But they may also be able to keep a very, very natural pseudo distance from each other. Anything is possible. They just can't be in like the same angle, the same line. And there's the Mephisto. Mephisto going against the Kel'Thuzad, both undead dudes. So with that, we're going to go into the game real quick. Don't go anywhere. I will get your gambling up. Put your points where your mouth is. Go ahead and predict on who you think will win. And I will see you in 2 seconds. All right, first and foremost, let's go ahead and get this annoying mouse out of your face. You guys don't need to see that. Secondly, moving into the game, representing 30k, coming out of the blue side of the battlefield, we do have Madara is going to be playing this Mephisto. Cattle is going to be playing the Diablo. We're going to have a Legacy on the Old Man Deckard Cain. I will always say it with that voice. You cannot stop me. We do go and have Yrel up at the top being played by Liam. And then Tychus, the bad man, back in the back. They are your blue team. They are 30k. They are coming out of the left-hand side of the battlefield, but coming up against them, we have the orange team. Coming out of the right side, we have Chiki's playing Brightwing. Reb is going to be on the Thrall. Gojira is playing Leoric. Felipe is going to be on the Kel'Thuzad, the different KT. And then we do have Lupus coming out here on the Johanna. Lupus going to go ahead, a little bit of damage onto 30k. 30k will go and get back very, very easily. There is a chain coming back. A nice Dorito. Dorito catches 3 people. Going to go ahead and land this real quick. Felipe taking a lot of damage. Does go ahead and get saved by the Brightwing teleport. Very, very, very climactic and action-packed game here at the very beginning. Look at our level 1 talents. We do go ahead and have no stacking talents other than baseline. Master Cold Dark and also Black Soulstone. No one talenting into anything. Sapphire is taken by Deckard Cain. Does not actually get the credit for getting that big Dorito with 3 people. Unfortunate. Gojira getting down to about half health. Leoric is going to go and go to frailty unto death. May indicate that he's going to be trying to double soak. Does that? Is a minion? I don't think the skeletal minions count. I think they're classified as monsters. Nice little like double push in. Gojira sucks a little bit of health. Liam trying to get behind them in order to get the body block. It looks like Gojira will get back. There comes Reb coming out. Goes go and get that. Here's Brightwing coming in with the teleport. They're trying to get Liam. Polymorph comes down. Going to go ahead and I do think Cure gets out of here. Reb is right on their tail. Turning around onto Liam. Liam goes ahead and gets a double blast back and goes ahead and jumps right out of there. Here's Cattle coming up. And the battle continues. Does not look like it will get anything in this particular engagement. Legacy is down here at the bottom of the map. Going to go in and try and pick this up right quick. We do go ahead and have a slight experience advantage right now on the side of Nose Pickers. We'll have to see if that is sustained. Both sides going for their mercenary camp right now. Going to go and pick those up. A little bit faster pickup on the side of 30k, and they are moving in on Lupus and Gojira here in the middle. Chiki's flying down. No deaths so far in both teams level 4. We do so you see a Master Assassin is picked up by Tychus at level 4. We also do go ahead and get Subdue, Phylactery, and also Frostful Pack. So a lot of stacking quests suddenly showing up. Speaking of which, a lot of damage onto Felipe. Cattle does go ahead and get locked out. There's another Dorito come out, doesn't catch you in. Reb goes ahead and gets the stun onto Madara. Madara taking a lot of damage and does teleport out, but will not be able to get out of there. And there goes Brightwing getting the first blood. Fairy Dragon versus Undead Monstrosity, and nature wins. Arcane Punisher will be coming up in about 5 seconds. Lupus and Reb moving up here. They will be trying to secure this, but meanwhile, we do have the top camp being taken for both sides. Once again, 30k gets it a little bit earlier, but that actually benefits Nose Pickers slightly, because it means that this will get deeper into the lane. Cheekies can stay up here and try and collect this, and of course Cheekies can teleport down, but this makes it more likely that the towers will help clear this out. But meanwhile, we've got an engagement down here. Big Lightning Nova coming out, trying to get a lot of people down. We're gonna have Brightwing come in very quickly. Lupus down to about half health. Also down half health is Reb. Reb trying to get out. There is the teleport for Brightwing to save Reb. But no, there was a stun happening. Brightwing did not teleport in, and that is a double kill for 30k because they prevented Brightwing from being able to. There must have been a really well timed grenade that actually stopped Brightwing from being able to come down. And with that being taken care of, we do go ahead and have a lot of kills being taken. We are up to 31 skeletal minions on the side of 30k. They're going to have themselves a Arcane Punisher in just a minute, unless they 39 it. It is at 36. We do go and have soak happening. Liam and Cattle went up to try and harass Gojira just a little bit. Just a little bit. But here comes the Punisher. Lupus is going to try and bait this over the wall. Oh, does not get Iron Skin, though. There is Madara immediately going in looking for that. A root comes down, goes in and holds them in place, but not a lot of damage. The Punisher is down to about half health before any real damage is done to the wall. Very quick cleanup on the side of Nose Pickers. Realistically, they did a lot of damage to the towers, but okay, there's the second tower going down, or the wall and the first tower. Second structure. Meanwhile, Tychus is here in the middle. The middle wall is completely gone, and Cure going to start moving here. Just back off as people start disappearing from the map. They did see Reb coming up because Cattle was keeping an eye on them. Nice. Muvak knew exactly what the range of that was, but here comes Brightwing coming in here. Liam takes a bunch of damage, and we do go and move back. Cheekies gets the polymorph, but not a real engage. We do go and have Thrall down here, but it gets seen by Cattle. Cattle's doing a great job being basically a Lunara Wisp. Like, not to say they're not being a good tank, but they're just, like, everywhere in the bushes, constantly seeing people move through, which should be obscured vision. But here's a lot of damage coming in. There is a Root coming down, but they do not have a Tychus. Tychus is on the other team, so they can't actually burn through that mass amount of hit points. 95 souls on Diablo right now. Here moves in there. There's a big Dorito, and there goes Kel'Thuzad. Brings up to 3 kills to 1 in favor of 30 carats. Really using that level 10 advantage to really push in, but level 10s are now on their opponent's side. On the side of 30k, we do have Lorendado, Commandeer Odin, Lightning Breath, Durance of Hate, and Ardent Defender. On the side of Nose Pickers, we do have Sundering, Shadow Fissure, Entomb, Blessed Shield, and Blink Heal. So the first 4 going down against 30 carats, or from 30 carats against their opponents. Here goes back to get some much needed mana. So this will get picked up by Reb. I like that Lupus is staying off map, just kind of like screening for any approaching enemies, but no one's trying to step up to that. The orcs starting to move down on the super rare and legendary Battle Beast. I forget what it's even called. Epic something. Gojira will be A-OK, not a lot of real damage done. A lot of damage coming through. Polymorph comes down. Cattle is at 100 souls. We'll come back immediately with 25 souls if he actually is killed. But you gotta actually kill them first before that to happen. Both sides are picking up their Shaman camp. Oh, a lot of damage onto, and there is that going down. We do go and have the fire breath coming through. Teleport in, but Lupa's super, super, super low, just trying to get out of there. And no, Johanna does go down. Yrel did manage to, you're not on that team, never mind. I'm smart. And they did go ahead and clear up their opponent's shaman camp up at the top, so they are able to move in here, get this taken care of right now. Gojira taking a huge bit of damage. There is Cattle going in. Nice combo comes out. We do go and have Cattle taking a huge bit of damage. Tower shots as well, losing armor from those. Here's Gojira. Gojira is possibly looking for an Entomb. No, Entomb is not up, so never mind. There's Gojira going down. Brightwing as well. That is 6 kills for 30k as they move in. They take down the top fort, and they're looking for keep damage right now. They say, okay, you know what? We don't have a Punisher. We don't need a Punisher. We're just going to kill everything. Did what? Did you just use Blessed Shield when your team was still not... What? I have questions. Comments like that is why I can never become a real caster, because you're not supposed to, like, say things that make it sound like the team did a weird play. You're supposed to be like, oh, that's, like, look at them ripping the Blessed Shield, but I just can't. There is Gojira. Oh, we do go ahead and have the Entomb coming out. Cattle does get out of the Kel'Thuzad stuff, which is thankful. There is a big Dorito, does not actually catch anyone, and there's a disengage happening from Nosepickers Anonymous. 30k will go ahead and move up onto the point. Start trying to get this here Mortar Punisher. A lot of damage on the Diablo, but there is a stun coming down on Reb. There is the tried to get the stun. We do go to Lightning Breath coming out. Gojira getting fricasseed, and there is the Kel'Thuzad. Alright, that will be a full disengage from the remainder of Nosepickers Anonymous. Probably shouldn't call it a full disengage. That will be a disengage for the remainder of Nosepickers Anonymous. The dead heroes do not make it out alive. Surprising, I know. Oh, thank you, Dead Wish. Slightly confused, and obviously these players are much, much better than I am, so I can't actually talk about it. There we have the stun come out. Thrall getting huge bits of damage. Does go and get stunned out. And Thrall, it looks like Thrall is going to go ahead and go down. They're looking in here right now. We do have the Mortar Punisher starting to push in. Mortar Punisher is at keep right now. Going to go and start slamming that down. Slamma-jamma. Blue team has started to Punisher. A lot of damage onto Lupus. Lupus trying to get out of here, but no. Sim Lupus does go ahead and go back to the Hall of Storms, but not the way they were wanting to. We'll be back in about 30 seconds, but I'm not sure this game will go on for 30 more seconds. We do have Gojira. Gojira trying to get back into safety, will go to do so. Is able to heal up, but doesn't matter. Does not able to get the full heal, does move out and immediately stun. There's the Mortar Punisher dropping flyery shells onto this core. We do go ahead and have the Kel'Thuzad taken out by the Diablo. And with that, game number 1 does go the way of 30 carats. So, looking at the stats at the end of that game, we do go ahead and have leading hero damage is going to be Madara, coming in with 39,000, followed closely with Tychus with 37, and then Thrall does get 31,000. Healing-wise, very close. Deckard Legacy coming in with 41,000 healing. And then experience, Leoric does beat out the opposing offlaner Yrel, coming in with about 10,000 from Gojira. Well done. Look at our talents here real quick. Oh, why am I tiny? Don't be tiny, me. Look at our talents. Here we are. Go ahead and copy them down. Use them. I don't have the full level 20 because we only actually made it to level 17. But take these into Stormleague. Go ahead and win with them. Be thrash your enemies and impress your friends. And I'll see you for game number 2 in just a moment. All right, here we are on game number 2, representing Towers of Doom. Or I'm sorry, let me look. Towers of Doom. You didn't get to hear them say it, so I have to say it. I don't do as good a job. You know what? I do a pretty good job. There was a cat behind me. I was really excited. I was going to show the cat off. But no. Cat is not actually behind me. How rude. Zeratul continued to be denied away from Cure. Curatle not going to be seen. We also do see first pick coming outside of No Speakers Anonymous, which shows that they wanted first pick after they lost game number 1. So Towers of Doom is the pick of 30 carats. Oh, and let me fix that right quick. So we do go ahead and have Brightwing. Oh, not the respect banded Shikis. Brightwing being taken away. They're like, that was all the times that we like had trouble was because Brightwing is terrible. Lucio is being banned out as well on the side of Nose Pickers, and then the Rubbish Rodent continues to not be around. But that means Lunara is available. However, not the first pick. We do go ahead and have Gojira getting onto their favorite Dahaka. Gojira Dahaka. I'm gonna try and be a good caster. I'm gonna try and let you know everything that's going on. I'm gonna try and show off the game. But fair warning, I really want to see Gojira's Dahaka. I'm spoiled. Alright. We do go and have Madara coming in with Sylvanas, and then Liam coming with Blaze. So it will most likely be Blaze versus Dahaka in the offlane. Blaze can be a tank, but you don't usually see him as the main tank. Blaze also very able to double soak, especially after level 4. Diablo just come out with Sim Lupus, or Sim Lupus comes out with Diablo. I always do that. I always get it backwards. Interesting, not banning the Tychus. Now that's the thing. Diablo does not necessarily have to be afraid of Tychus, but Tychus is definitely one of the bigger threats for Diablo. Oh, hi, kitty. Did you hear me talking about you earlier? Want to say hi to the internet? Want to say hi to the nation? Anduin is being banned out. We'll have to see if they get rid of Tygus here, because that is the thing. They did have the option. No, they said the Genji is scarier, so Tygus is an option. I love the idea that that's just roleplay, and Hanzo was just like, I don't want to play against Genji. Don't make me fight my brother. I do that all the time, and my drafter get hates it because they'll be like, okay, who do you not want to fight? And I'll be like, Lunara, and they're like, Lunara in the off lane. I'm like, I'm playing Rexar. I don't want to fight another like creature of the woods. They're like, Raka, stop role playing and play. You're gonna have Cattle coming out on the Murderin Muradin, and then Karazim coming out on or coming out from Legacy. That's a very, very aggressive comp. What are we gonna have at the end? We still need a healer, and we do get the. I love how they gave them the option of Tychus, and then when it was like, okay, fine, we'll take Tychus. Muradin is just as good a Tychus target, and this time you don't have blinds to deal with it. Because you don't have the Johanna. Interesting that the Johanna was not taken either. It just was ignored. What we have, we do need a second DPS, and we will get the Chromie. So that's the big question. If we went for time loop on Chromie, Dahaka can burrow. Diablo does not have a great escape. He does have a lot of health. Hanzo can jump out. Tychus can do a little bit of a move, but not a whole lot. And so yeah, actually Chromie very, very, very talented. A lot of them don't have a great answer for it. Can you cleanse out of the time loop? I can't remember if it makes you unstoppable or if it just makes, if it cancels the effects. Regardless, though, I will see you in game. I will get the gambling up. I didn't resolve the gambling. Oh my gosh, I'm a noob. Well, calm down, don't do that. Coming into the game right now, we do go ahead and have a Legacy coming out, representing 30k. I should probably stick with that. We do go ahead and have Madara coming out with Sylvanas. Liam is going to be on the Blaze. Legacy playing Karazim. We're going to have Cure playing the Chromie, and then Cattle on the Murderin Muradin. Meanwhile, representing our orange team coming out of the Red Gate, we're going to have Cheekies playing the Rhaegar. We have Sim Lupus on Diablo. Gujira is going to be on the Dahaka. Reb playing Tychus, and then Felipe is going to be on Hanzo. All right, coming into the middle of the map, we do have most of the teams converging right here. Look at our level 1 talents. Once again, no real stacking quests. Obviously, okay, right as I say that, we do have Hanzo picking up Simple Geometry. I always love stacking quests because it kind of is a thing to look for. Little stun from Cattle. We do already have Liam up top, going getting started on this wave very quickly. Not super surprising, but while I'm looking at the wrong place, we do have Sylvanas going down, getting taken down to Chinatown. There is Cattle goes in and jumps over, does get pegged by that. Cure takes a bunch of arrows to the face, to the whole face. But meanwhile, as Lupus moves out of the way, a lot of damage. Felipe just go ahead and dive out. Oh, be careful! Yeah, that was a little scary. Chromie almost like sand dropped you to death. Yeah, Reb, I'm sorry, you're not going anywhere. Tychus went back to prison, and by prison I mean the Hall of Storms. There's a ton of damage coming through. Go ahead and get that picked up. These will come around the corner and just like charge straight into this. Boom, boom. Third one is still alive. Lupus trying to stop it from charging in. They did already lose a tower. We do have a significant experience lead for 30 carats at the moment. So meanwhile, up top, we do have a lot of damage going in. Madara did come over here, use the black arrows, and we'll try and push into this. Alright, I was going to say, Incendiary Gauntlet is definitely necessary. Although, interesting enough, gets Incendiary Gauntlets and then goes against the... I guess it also does help against monsters and mercenaries. Here is an invade happening on the side of Nosepickers Anonymous. So go and try and get this taken out right quick, right well. Cheekies comes in, gets a lot of damage going through. There is a nice rush in, and so basically even damage. Both teams are halfway through level 5 right now. We do have them moving up, but meanwhile, oh my goodness, Daka just had nowhere to run. Lupus coming up here. I'm not sure what Lupus is going to be able to do. A lot of enemies right here, and we do go in and get a kill. Lupus... I didn't realize Reb was also there. I thought Diablo was just rushing in. I'm like, yeah, Diablo, like, if they attack you, you can take some damage from the fort. But Diablo should not be able to kill them, but then, yep, Reb was nearby. That makes a difference. These teams are too all over the place. I'm sorry for missing some of these kills. Felipe going to channel this. Cattle moves in. Oh, Felipe actually stopped even though the shot was taken. Oh, Cattle goes in and gets body blocked to death. Does go ahead and jump over a house? I want to know what kind of Wheaties that Murden is eating that he can jump over houses? Like, that's Superman level stuff. It would leave tall buildings in a single bound. And you know what? Like, this is a pretty tall building. That's like 2 stories, maybe 3. Oh, Reb? Haggis was all like, everyone be quiet. No one tell them. No one. But one of you told? One of you told? With that being taken care of, we do go and have a lot of damage coming into this. Cheese and Lupus and Felipe moving in here. We do go ahead and have Cattle moving down. Legacy is sharking around. Reb and Gojira up here at the top. Definitely playing this a little bit non-standard because of the way the rotations have happened. Diablo is in the middle trying to push back Cattle. Here's Kerosene coming down. But because of that, they did move forward. We've got the middle wall taken down. Half damage to the bottom tower. But here is Cattle moving in, trying to go in and keep Cheekies from getting out. Are they going to be able to stop her? There is the slowing sands. But Cheekies goes ahead and moves forward. And yep, she is safe. Going to be a top altar phase real quick. We do go and have the bottom sappers being picked up right now by 30k. 15 seconds on those altars. I'm not sure Gojira saw Liam. Nope, gonna find out right now. So looking at, we do go and have Enduring Swarm, Lurker Strain, and Feeding Frenzy. Yeah, Liam, you're not getting anything done here. Okay, you do go in and get that, which is good. Oh my god, I love the ragdoll where like the blaze had nowhere to go. It's just like kind of like hopped up and then back down. That shouldn't make me as happy as it did, but it totally did. There's Cattle. Oh, Cattle, you might be in trouble here, my friend. I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. No, somehow Cattle survives? They're going to channel this. Lupus moves up to go and get the interrupt. However, there is Cattle coming in from behind. Cattle says, hey, remember me? I've got all my health back. Now Tychus is not with them. There is the Ancestral, but Ancestral just misses onto the Hanzo. They are running in. Madara goes in, gets the mind control into Diablo. There's the 7-sided strike, and this Diablo just going to pop, pop, pop. Meanwhile, Reb trying to move down here and go in and get this taken care of. This altar is still not channeled, by the way. Go channel it! Alright, now they're going for it. Will Diablo, will this just never ends? Oh, not quite. Down to 31 health on the core of Nose Pickers. Does look like 30k held that for just long enough to actually get the shot from it before it got taken back. So Nose Pickers were waiting for that. They were waiting in a trap bush. We do go and have Reb going and picking this up. We do get Slowing Sands coming out of the Chromie. Look, we've actually got ult for everyone. We also have 7-sided strike, which we see use mind control. Avatar, bunker drop, Commandeer Odin, Apocalypse, Dragon's Arrow, Isolation, and Ancestral Healing. Tons of damage coming out. Tons of damage. We do go and have Lupus taking a bunch of damage with Kettle moving back. There is the Slowing Sands, or stop that, and we do have a 7-sided strike coming out. We do go and have a Rhaegar goes out, move forward with a little bit of a wolf bite. There's Reb being chased down by Cattle. Legacy goes in, punch, 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 and dead, 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 dead. There is Lupus. Lupus takes a bunch of damage. They're just running into no man's land. They're like, no, this demon is ours. Liam takes damage from everywhere, but will actually survive. And they start moving back. They say, you know what? This tower looks a lot better in blue. Could we go ahead and make that a thing? Could we go ahead and make that be a blue tower? Gojira is up here, but it does look like Liam is on the way. Easy pickup. Down to 26 health on the side of Nose Pickers Anonymous. Here's the mind control, and it's, oh, not quite, Legacy. Ends up not mattering. You still get the kill, but that was funny to see. That goes in Legacy's anti-highlight reel. All right, it just like 30k say, okay, they are down there. They're trying to take back our bottom 4. Let's go ahead and take boss off the map. That will drop them down to 22 core health. Almost halfway to the end of the game. Hello, Malby. Nice to see you. We do go ahead and have a Reb moving forward. A lot of damage going on. There's mind control goes out and good boom, boom, boom. Legacy definitely got it that time. Tychus goes down. We do go and have a Rhaegar gets caught in these Slowing Sands. Lupus is in, does actually get out. I thought was going to get body blocked. Cattle trying as best they can, and Lupus charges to freedom but will not be free. We do go ahead and have 30k going ahead and knocking down this, trying to go ahead and get this captured. They do actually lose the Blaze against Nexus forces. Stasis comes down. Gojira is looking at this. Kira goes ahead and moves back, and there is a dead dinosaur. So they are moving to try and go ahead and 6-cap this, it looks like. Trying to push in this wave. This is a mighty, mighty wave. This is a wave that has the positive vibes of the Power Rangers. And there is the 6th tower. We're going to start having shells, as well as 7 shots coming out of this. That will take the core down to at least 12, minus however many single shots come through. All right, only got 2 shots out of it, but they are 2 plus the 7 is 9 for those of you that are bad at arithmetic. It's okay. I went to school for a long time. I know all about arithmetic. I went to the Oklahoma School of Arithmetic. I learned that U plus me equals oh yeah. Nice. Immediate burrow, but there is a stun coming of Diablo. Here's exactly the moment they need it. They are under the tower, but they do go and get the kill on the Chromie. There's the ancestral healing coming out. Cheekies goes ahead and tries to save herself. Bunker is down, trying to go ahead and protect the members of 30k. They are in there. There are flame jets coming out. Just fricasing this. Liam does miss with the charge. Cattle down to very, very low. Reb moves forward, goes ahead and just starts strafing the area with his minigun. There's Lupus, Reb, Felipe, and Cheeky. Try to move in here. They do, in theory, have advantage, but it's a limited advantage. However, nice tongue from Gojira. Liam takes a bunch of free damage. We do go and have the Odin out. Commandeer Odin is going and pushing forward, trying to go in and get this taken back right quick. They have taken the top. They have taken the middle. We just about to have an even game as we move into the triple ultra phase. However, keep in mind that each of the 3 of these do 4 shots. So if somehow 30k does secure all 3 of them, they do win the game. All right, Reb takes a bunch of damage. Cheeky Steez was just going the other way. Like, okay, you're good. Here's a hit. Reb was not good. There's a 7-sided strike, and Lupus goes down. We do have Dahaka gets one of those, so at least they cannot lose right now, unless 2 of these get taken down before that 3rd one is channeled. Which, you know what? May not be as impossible as it sounds. Bye-bye, Dahaka. The dinosaur is extinct. Only Diablo is left alive against the full might of the enemy team. They do go ahead and also get that. If they can knock down one more, they can win right here, right now. But Tygus is back in 15 seconds. They don't have an infinite amount of time. They do decide to go ahead and go ahead and channel this. No, they don't. Madara is called off. They say, no, we're going for it. We want to win right now. And then, yep, Cattle going to go ahead and start channeling, because as soon as this converts, and that should be it. 6 shots coming through right now. And with that, game number 2 is won by 30k. Fantastic. Towers of Doom ending. Very, very, I mean, obviously it looks kind of one-sided towards the end, but towards the beginning it definitely wasn't. It was, we actually did have No Speakers Anonymous in the lead for a little bit. Looking at the stats, we do go ahead and get Sylvanas leading the way in damage, 45,000 coming out of Madara. Cure comes in with 44,000, and then Legacy does get 32,000. In terms of healing, we do go ahead and have Cheekies leading the way. Though at the same time, I love Cheekies. I'm not, but to be fair to Legacy, whenever the top 3 damage dealers are on the enemy team, the healer has an easier time getting bigger numbers because there's just more damage to heal. And then in terms of the side soak, Dahaka does lead the way on that double soak. Blaze not really double soaking. Actually, it's just they're really close because there's like 15,000 coming from the top 3, and then 14,000, and then less. But regardless, here are the talents. If you want to copy them down, if you want to take them to Storm League, if you want to impress your friends, bedazzle your enemies, and catch the attention of that one hot girl. Copy these down. I don't know what I'm saying. Don't worry about it. Regardless, I will see you in game number 3, because this is a best of 5. Get ready and don't go anywhere. And hi, Kitty.
Your name, don't let your spirit fade away. Amnesia, you've been through such pain, but you're growing stronger every day. Amnesia.
Okay, these teams do not like waiting around. I don't even know who first pick is. They like literally launched the game the second I got into it. So it does look like first band is going to the side of nose pickers, which means they once again chose first pick. So we once again have the mapping picked by 30k. 30k does go ahead and have Zeratul banned out against them. Cure just continues to not get to have any fun. Lucio going to go ahead and be banned out. Will be Lucio Brightwing. I actually think, wasn't Lucio banned out by nose pickers last time? Because I know Brightwing was banned out by 30k. I don't think both healer bans are on the same side, but I might be wrong. Blades went ahead and being removed. They're like, you know what? We don't really like it whenever you are able to stop us from killing you. Could you like stop doing that? In before Anduin? Now we do go ahead and have coming out Brightwing. So we will go ahead and have massive attention being paid to Cheekies. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of their healer pool. Although not all of it. You can't remove all of Cheeky's heroes pool. What am I talking about? We do go ahead and have Rhaegar is still available. We saw Cheeky's play that last time. Both Stukov and Deckard are on deck, as well as Anduin. But with the Rubbish Road not removed, we do go ahead and have Junkrat being first picked by Felipe. Going to get off of the Hanzo and get onto the way he holds everything makes me want to think that's a Gazlowe skin. It's not, but I feel like it should be. Alright, on the other side. Now this is interesting and a little bit concerning. They're doing a healer choke, but they don't grab a healer themselves, which means their opponents could take a healer here and then continue to like tighten down. They could use their own healer choke against them. And that's exactly what happens. Cheekies takes the Anduin, does not want her healer pool further restricted, but now they have the option of actually banning a healer here. Opera. Cat. Cat's like, stop it. I am not baby. We do go ahead and have Diablo being banned out. The Hogger is picked up. Not as good on this map as they would have been on Infernal Shrines, but you know what? Diablo is taken away from Lupus. Was our last ban? Will it be a healer? Will you go ahead and use their healer choke against them? Yes, they get rid of Rhaegar. That leaves Stukov, but the thing about Stukov, great healer, top tier healer, does not have access to cleanse. So, looking at this right quick, we still do need a healer and an offlaner. Who wants to go up against Hogger? That is the question. Liam will be bringing Sonya out against Hogger, and yep, that's Bug. And then we do go and have a Legacy comes out with does go and go with the Stukov. Now this is an option. You can go hard into stun right here because their Stukov will not be able to counter it. Also, hello, give me more. Give me more, give me more. Could you please cast my game? Give me more, give me more. You don't quite cast the same. Alright, we do have Jeff A coming out with Girosh from Sim Lupus, and then Genji will be taken by Reb, not banned out this time. Malby, there is no H in Wesker. Fun fact. We do have Li Ming coming out of Cattle. Interesting. We're gonna have Kira 30k switch, because normally... Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, because normally Cattle is the tank. That is exactly what we have happen. So we'll go ahead and go into the game right about now. Once again, get your points in, get your bets in, go ahead and say what's going to happen, and I will see you in game number 3. Every time my mouse just ends up slightly where it's not supposed to be. But regardless, we do go ahead and have game number 3 loading in right now. We do go ahead and have 30k coming in on the blue side as normal. Legacy going to be playing the Stukov. We do have Madara on the Hanzo. We do go ahead and have Cure. Oh my god, I love when Li Ming sits like this. He's just so dainty. Cure coming in on the Li Ming. We do go ahead and get Liam up here on the Sonya, and then Cattle is actually back on tank playing Meriden. Meanwhile, on the other side, we do go to have Gojira playing Hogger. We will go ahead and have a Reb playing the... So we do actually have Hanzo versus Genji. Fantastic. Reb is playing Genji. We have Cheekies playing the Anduin. Felipe going to be on the Junkrat. And then Lupus going to be on Loktosh Karosh. Here's a lot of damage coming through right now. We do go and have Cheekies moving forward. Cure takes a little bit of damage, but gets some free damage onto the wall. Every ounce counts. Lupus takes a huge bit of damage. There is a Storm Bolt. Silence coming down. Going in and trying to get that, but Lupus will not go down. Reb running back. Just out by Hanzo. A little bit of miscommunication. I feel like 2 of them went for the kill, and 2 of them did not know they were going for the kill. But maybe they're just putting the fear of Gord into it. Alright, we do go ahead and have a nice bit of damage. They are trying to move in. We do have 30k moving down at the bottom of the camp right now, going in and trying to get this taken care of. Meanwhile, up top, we have a Liam taking a lot of damage. We did have a rotation up here with his Reb came up here. Gojira will go in and secure the top camp as bottom camp is being secured by 30k. Lupus does avoid that hit from Cattle, but does not avoid the Arcane Orb. A lot of damage, but Garrosh should be okay. A lot of armor coming out, but should be... but not enough. Cattle does go in and get knocked into range of the towers. A lot of damage, but Lupus may have gone ahead, and yep, Lupus bit off a little bit more than they could chew, and does end up going down. First blood to the side of 30k. Reb taking a bunch of damage. Just go ahead and move forward, move back. Looking at our level 1 Talons. Do go ahead and get Warbreaker coming out of the garage. Simple geometry on that there Hanzo. Both teams are moving north right now, most likely looking at their shaman camps. Although the Achievement hasn't been announced yet. I think it'll be announced in about 10 seconds. Two, one. We never get to hear around casting, but the absolute funniest line in this, every once in a while the demon will say something like, "The angel has not stopped me. None of you can." And he'll say that even if like Diablo is in the game. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Diablo outranks you, buddy. Diablo could stop you. So we do go and have them up, but they're not immediately rushing to get the objective. They do go ahead and start pushing in, try and get a little damage, try and go ahead and give their opponent something to deal with. Meanwhile, they do go ahead and moves up, but a little indecisive as to do they want to fight or do they want to set up a gank. Reb jumps in. Nice defense coming out of the side of Nose Pickers. Leaving obviously very, very difficult to completely zone out. A lot of damage onto Silence coming down. We do go ahead and have Garrosh moves in and throws Reb to safety. Says, I don't need you taking a lot of free damage, so go ahead and get yourself over there. There's Reb looking to go ahead and make Kira uncomfortable. Exactly what you want Reb for. Oh, a lot of damage coming through. But we do actually have Stukov goes ahead and gives a 10,000 damage bitch slap. Goes ahead and just smacks Genji across his little metal face. Yeah, Lupus, you knew that was going to work out. Doing what damage they can to the other side, but this guy's going down immediately. To go and have the Immortal charging up, going to the top lane. That's cinematic, you guys. You don't get that from everybody. Nice pull out from Cheekies. Just go ahead and get that taken care of. Reb goes ahead and moves down. Very, very nice. Getting that taken care of right quick. Cattle goes in and catches a cannonball to the face, loses a bit of armor. Madara takes a good bit of damage, does move back. There is a pustule going ahead and hitting Madara in order to heal up. There's the big heal coming out. Reb dives in, protect by the way, and goes in and gets right back out. The top fort will stand for the time being. We'll have to see if they go and get that. They put Boop Cattle within range, but no, they just want to get out. They want to survive. They don't want to die. And with that being taken care of, we do have everyone going and getting that nice and eliminated. So here comes Cattle. Cattle gonna go ahead and get this taken care of right quick. Felipe moves through. Good bit of damage coming out of there. Cattle going to move forward, move back. Madara looking for an angle. Felipe sidesteps right quick. Down below? Nope, Liam does not want to step into that. Bit surprising. I want to see that fight. I don't know why they want to show me that fight. That's kind of rude. Legacy moves in, gets a lot of damage done onto that. We do go ahead and have the murder. Oh, Cattle very, very low. Does manage to dwarf up, just barely avoids the Anduin stun. There's Reb jumping right down in there, trying to go ahead and get that together. Project, by the way. Someone sneeze on it? Level 10s are online from 30k. We do go ahead and have Flailing Swipe coming out the Stukov. Leap onto the Sonya. We do get the Dragon Arrow coming out of Hanzo. Avatar coming out on the Merton. And then the Wave of Force coming from Li Ming. A lot of damage coming out, and that is picked up. Looks like we will have the Shaman Camp on both sides going in and getting picked up very easily. A little bit of damage coming out of 30k. They are going to move back. Oh, there was a light bomb just a little bit before they could actually anything. A lot of damage on the Lupus. We do go ahead and have the Riptire. Riptire catches Madara just a little bit. Here comes the big old leap. Liam in the backline going ahead and just tearing through the enemy team. Taunt comes down, goes ahead and says, "Get away from my team. You guys don't get to attack us." A lot of damage coming through. Purely that big arrow, and we are going to have Murden going in. There's a kill onto the grenade. Gojira down to less than 100 health, but will actually survive. We do go and have a rotation down here. They want to go ahead and try and possibly get the Immortal to go directly to the enemy wall. Kettle down here fighting against a bunch of them, but meanwhile the rest of the team is just up here being mean to this Immortal. I mean, to be fair, it is a demon. I think you're allowed to be mean to it. You go ahead and pick up those experience orbs. Both teams are now level 10. And there is, once again, Liam going into the back line. A lot of damage to Felipe. Felipe goes ahead and just dives straight into danger. Reb going to be taken out. And here comes 30k. 30k going ahead and try and move into there. There is the Gojira bomb coming through. Taunt comes down. A lot of damage, but they just don't have their damage dealers with them. Shikis goes ahead and moves back. Lupus on a lot of health. Gojira, you're in the wrong side of the neighborhood. And there goes that. We do go ahead and have Hanzo cleaning that up. That is both damage dealers and the offlaner down. Meanwhile, a full Shielded Immortal is at the keep wall. A lot of damage going in here. We do have everyone back up and able to make the defense. So we'll have to see if that is like good enough. A lot of damage onto Lupus as they go in and get out of there. We do go ahead and have a lot of sorry, kind of what I was saying. A lot of damage onto Reb. Reb goes in and gets out of there, but it looks like Sonya will go down. First kill of the game for the side of Nosepickers Anonymous as they do go ahead and start moving into this. They are holding it core right now. They're trying to go ahead and make sure this doesn't happen. Kettle going in. Oh, there's quite a bit of damage. Hanzo goes down, and they do have to actually fall back at this point. They're like, okay, it is now 4 versus 3. This is not a fight we want to continue. Now they want to continue it. All right, there's a bouncy bounce from Hogger. They are trying to re-engage. Hanzo's not back yet. Neither is Genji, of course. The brother Shimada absent and unaccounted for this fight, but here is the Liam. Liam possibly looking for a leap. Liam really, really likes to leap the back line. Yep, there's the nice 2-person leap, and there goes Junkrat. They are looking. There's a throw out Shikis. Shikis go ahead and don't die just yet. We do go and have Cure going down. Big blast, and we do have Li Ming going down. It is 4 versus 4. Once again, Cattle getting thrown into the base, not able to support the rest of the team, being so far out of position. And it does look like that is going to trigger a retreat. Liam very low. Reb wanted this, but will not be getting it. Meanwhile, Murden over here being like, I'm going to take the core on myself. You can't stop me. And then saying, wait, you're stopping me? And we go ahead and have a lot of damage. Reb and Gojira up here, trying ahead and trying getting a more for themselves. They do not yet have Hanzo, so there is an advantage right now for Nosebreakers Anonymous if they want to do something with that advantage. Lupus getting very, very low, does get pulled out by Anduin. The pullout game is strong, but not strong enough as Liam goes ahead and gets in there, goes ahead and executes himself an orc. There is the King of the Alliance going down right after the former Orcish Horde War Chief. All right, at the end of the day, that is a 2 for 2. Still advantageous. Gojira taking a bunch of damage. Liam trying to chase that back down. Not quite, and that does give a momentary advantage to 30k. But they are going to, instead of trying to go for core, they're going to try and knock another wall down, get more catapult pressure. Oh, that almost put Reb into danger. Reb almost got pulled back into Hanzo's range. So here's 30 carats moving back in. They do not yet have Sonya, so this could be an opportunity for Nosebreakers Anonymous to get something done. There's Gojira going in with the light bomb. Does not really catch anyone, but we do have Li Ming going down to the follow-up damage. Legacy getting quite a bit done. But we actually have Hanzo goes down. Gets the reset on Li Ming, but then gets reset himself. So it is back to, well, it's actually still advantageous because we still do not have Sonya back up. Kettle take a bunch of damage. Silence comes down, goes in and stops Lupus from pressing any of the buttons. So we do have the Immortal coming. Li Ming is almost back up, as is Hanzo, of course. Hanzo will be spawning closer to the action. We do go ahead and have Garage moving him to the top, looking for a flank. You shall indeed. There's a big old boom, boom, boom. Silence comes down onto the Hogger. Reb goes in and gets that taken care of. Hanzo goes in and murders his own brother again. Overwatch spoilers. I'm sorry. They're down to 31 or 83% health, and their shields are falling fast. Sonya goes down though, but we do have a counter kill onto the Hogger. Both offlaners are gone. We are down. The shields are gone. We're down to 62% health. They are starting to knock down this right now. Loop is trying to move in, trying to see if there's anything that they can do in order to try and keep this up. There is Cattle going in, looking at Cheekies. Will not get Cheekies. Instead, we do have 3-0 victory for 30k. Let me go ahead and see if I can get us a interview. I might not be able to. Storm Division, pretty often they don't do interviews, but we'll still ask. So don't blame me if they don't want to do it. Meanwhile, while I see if anyone wants to come and join me, we'll go ahead and look at the stats at the end of the game. Looking at hero damage, we have Madara leading the way with 61,000, 58,000 coming out of Cure, and then we do get Junkrat with that lovely 43. Healing-wise, we have Legacy coming in with 78,000 healing. Must have gotten mad when I was talking about Cheeky's healing in the last game. And then we do get Liam coming in with 13,000 experience, followed up by Junkrat in terms of the Soak. Look at talents. Here they are. Go ahead and copy them down. Take them into your Storm League games. Make sure to get epic and great victory with them. And revel in your dominance. I've not yet gotten a response from 30K, so let me go ahead and assume. Like I said, Storm Division very, very, very commonly they choose not to do an interview. Some of them are not native or not American based, so they just end up being like, "No, we're going to bed." Totally understand that. Let's go ahead and see where we can go over and raid, and I'll check back to make sure they're not coming. It does look like Mockery is on. Yeah, we'll go bug Mockery, assuming they. Yep, they did go ahead and confirm. Nope, they'd rather not, and that is absolutely okay. So